all you have is how long you live. That's why they tell you, what is it they say? Health is, if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. What a sad, sad person. Seriously. How much despair do you have to experience to say, if I don't have my health, I don't have... Some of the greatest and most contented and most happy people I know don't have their health. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, go ahead, Doug.
I want to go to heaven, but I don't want to go right now.
You're not in a big hurry to go? Yeah, I'm taking up a busload right now. Well, okay. That's true. And I agree with that, Doug, because I think God put you here for a reason, and you should stay here as long as you can because he put you here. That's what I think. So I intend to stay here as long as I can and do whatever I can do. Even if what I do in my last few years is lay in a bed curled up and let people take care of me, and that's what God is using me to test them. He's testing them through me, if that may be what it is. So I'm going to stay here, but that doesn't mean that our body is unimportant or it's not too important, like a lot of things. But he says that this salvation is ready to be revealed. So at the end of time, here's what happens. We haven't got time to 1 Corinthians 15. Your spirit is with God who gave it. I don't think it's in heaven. It's with God in paradise, Christ in paradise. And it's reunited with your resurrected body. Now you're saved. Now you are saved at that point in time, at the resurrection, because your body and your spirit are back together where they've been since you were conceived. They were together and then they separated by death. Now they're put back together again. Now you're saved. That promise is never given to the unbeliever. That promise of being together again is never given to the unbeliever. I don't know what their condition's going to be, but he doesn't promise them that. And especially to be in God's presence. But that's the salvation ready to be revealed at the last time. And so we wait for that. We wait for this. Paul says this in 2 Corinthians 4. Maybe it's... Yes, I think it's 2 Corinthians 4. And I keep thinking 10, but it's not. He says that we groan in this body. We groan because it's decaying. And then when we die, we still groan. Why do you think he pictures the souls under the altar and other people kind of needing to be comforted? Why was Lazarus comforted? Well, because he was separated from his body. That's part of the reason, not all the reason maybe. He's not whole. But then in heaven, all that's gone. And I think this happens to you as you get older. I think you begin to get separated from your body slowly. Your body fails you. You get upset with it because it's betraying you. You thought you could count on it, but you can't count on it. Things you used to be able to do, you can't do anymore. You can't do well. I saw this in my grandmother after she was such a powerful, active, strong woman. I've seen her pick up a rock and hit a chicken in the head from here to the other end of the building. And she was in her 60s probably. She was strong and capable. She could sew, she could cook. She tended a beautiful garden. I have pictures of all the flowers she had. And when she got into her mid-80s and had a couple of strokes, she couldn't even speak hardly. She could barely speak. Hardly feed herself. It was struggle. She couldn't see. She could no longer see her flowers. She couldn't fold laundry. She cried because my mother would fold laundry in front of her. She wanted to help because she couldn't use her hands anymore. So her body betrayed her. She was upset by that. I don't believe that's going to be her eternal condition. Not at all. All right, we got to stop. Was that the second bell released? All right, we got to stop. Thank you so much today. We'll pick up with this other chart next week. Thank you very much, Lord willing.